What's up guys, Liger26 here. And as you can tell, I'm tired because this was the last day of San Japan. And it was okay in the beginning, but then the last thing I did for today wasn't all that great. Yeah. Kinda left a bad taste in my mouth. So I'm guessing this video is gonna be 2 parts. And then, 3 parts. 2 parts I'll talk about the convention. And the third part I might talk about the merchandise. Spoiler alert! Master Grade, Double O Quanta. Okay, so what happened today was I went to me, the girlfriend, her sister, her little sister, and her brother-in-law. We went to whatchamacallit, Super Sentai panel, fan panel, and the panel wasn't all that great. It might as well have been, you know, the narrated version of the wiki page. That's not saying much, but it wasn't that that left a bad taste in my mouth. It was the person behind us that was having a cuss storm. Dropping an F-bomb. But it got to the point where, you know, we had to leave. I was like, yeah, I can't take it anymore. It wasn't because the panel was, oh yeah, it was kind of bad. It wasn't because of that, but it was more because the guy behind us was cussing. And keep in note that my girlfriend's little sister is about 10, 11 years old. And she was sitting right in front of him. And you might be wondering why I'm getting mad. That's because the guy was a staff member. You don't do that. You know, staff members are supposed to represent the convention. And when something goes wrong, you go to them to help, you know, fix the problem. But there wasn't anyone to go to since he was the only staff member in the room. So, got to the point where I was like, he was pretty much louder than the speaker that they're using for the host, and the host was actually getting mad at him too. Like, you know, sir, you know, I'm going to have you get kicked out, and he's like, you can't kick me out, I'm the staff member. Power hungry guy, yes. So on the way out, we told that guy who I'm guessing was the bouncer for the panel room. I don't know. He was like a security type staff member type deal. So we told him on the way out, like, hey, you know, tell that guy inside that, you know, he's cussing up a storm and he's being rude. So the girlfriend had the idea to report him. We went to the information desk and we had to write a statement saying what happened, and when it came to the point, what was his name? He has an alias, J Justice. So we went, and I went through the convention book, looking through the staff members. I'm like, there is no J Justice here. So I had to go back to the panel room since the panel was still going. Text message. The panel was still going, so got in there, gone. He had disappeared. So I'm like, okay. Asked the guy who was in front of the panel room, hey, excuse me, do you know who that guy was? What's his name? And he was like, why do you need that information? Well, because first of all, don't you remember I told you he was having a cuss storm? And second of all, I'm reporting him right now. So I'm like, red flag, he's probably a friend of him. So I was like, okay, you know, is there a supervisor I can talk to since apparently you don't know who he is? You've been working with him for 3 days, you should know his name by now. So then I talked to the supervisor, and me and the brother and my sister's brother-in-law were like, hey, do you know what his name is? Don't worry, I can talk to him. No, we need his name now because we are reporting him. I'll talk to him. She kind of kept insisting that she was going to talk to him, and that's another red flag because maybe she She probably won't tell him at all. She probably won't even tell the head honcho for the convention. So luckily we had the guy at the information desk who was like, I guess he was like a couple of levels above her, and like, tell them his name now. So finally we got the name, we wrote it down, turned that in. That was the last thing we had done for the convention. It wasn't fun at all. At that point I was, all the fun had been taken away from me. I'm like, great, jeez, let's just go home. This sucks. Excuse me. It's Texas, you gotta keep yourself hydrated. Hawaiian punch. But so that was today. That's what happened today. Not much happened today since it's, the last day of the convention. There's not much happening. But so that happened. We also went to other few panels. Comrade panel. That was fun because it had a little bit more interaction with the crowd, unlike the Super Sentai, who was just pretty much telling us the entire story. It had more interaction, questions, giveaways, stuff like that. And sorry, need to clear my throat. It was more fun. Sadly enough, there was only like a handful of us in the room, like 10, 12 people, maybe 15. That's pushing it. So I'm guessing Kamen Rider isn't that popular in Texas. Watch, I'm like the only Kamen Rider in like a 15-mile radius here. But no, I liked it. The guys who hosted the panel dressed up as, Shotaro, Philip, Akiko. I can think I'm saying that name right. And I forget his name from Kamen Rider O's.